Merry Christmas, Highland Park Pres. This is a different kind of Christmas this year. And yet, for Christmas, my kids still just get as giddy as ever. When the Christmas tree went in, my kids run downstairs in their Christmas jammies, ready to put on the ornaments. We blare the Christmas music, and we even get out Brian's favorite mugs. Yes, he would drink eggnog out of these. As we put on Christmas ornaments this year, it was such a walk down memory lane. Some really sad moments and some really happy moments. My favorite ornament to put on this year was a little church. This was something that I had given Brian the year he got ordained. So 2005, Peachtree Presbyterian Church, the year he got ordained as a pastor. And it just brought tears to my eyes as I hung it up, remembering what a great pastor he was. He loved you guys so much, and he loved this church. Thank you so much for loving us so well. Thank you for these past several weeks being with us, wrapping your arms around us, for being the hands and feet of Jesus as we've walked a really hard path. Isaiah 9 says, "The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. Upon those living in a land of deep darkness, a light has dawned." And oh, how I feel that darkness this year. The darkness of night and the darkness of morning are always the hardest. Something about darkness that just kind of makes us afraid. By its very nature, we can't see in front of us or around us. Darkness feels so vulnerable, so scary. And I've felt this way. I've been scared. Lord, how am I going to do this? How are my kids going to do this? How is the church going to do this? Lord, it's scary. It feels so vulnerable without Brian. And yet, a light is dawning. This Christmas, Emmanuel, God with us, has taken on a whole new meaning. We bring in the joy, the good news of the baby Jesus, that God in his love and mercy would look down and send Jesus, the hope of the world, into the brokenness, into the darkness, into the messy places, the broken places of our heart, of our lives. And this baby, Jesus, would become a man who would breathe his last and would taste death. Psalm 23 has always been a favorite verse of mine. And these last several weeks, I've really been meditating upon that valley of the shadow of death. It's a valley that I can't race through. It's a valley that I can't avoid, but I have to walk, walking through the valley of the shadow of death. But I fear no evil because God is with me. A good shepherd knows the way before a sheep. He would never take a sheep down a road he'd never traveled before. And so this good shepherd that we have, our God, knows what it's like to lose someone he loves. Our good shepherd knows the way through the valley. He went there before us, and so we can have that hope. Death, where is your victory? Death, where is your sting? Because Jesus has conquered death. Later in the book of Isaiah, we read that God takes hold of us with his right hand. He says he even takes hold of our right hand with his hand. And I love that image of God holding us. He doesn't just look upon us, he actually grasps our hand. He says, I will help you. I will walk with you. Do not fear, for I am with you. I am your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I am your Savior. I am with you. And so this Christmas, I pray that you take comfort in the one who's with you. Just as I am holding on to Jesus, I hope you are too. Merry Christmas, church.